in Ukraine, it can get very, very cold. And do not ever just go home just because it's cold. And unless you are on the brink, literally on the brink of frostbite, stay out and work. It will pay off. I was on the very last mission of my transfer. It was, I guess, late November, maybe early December. I can't remember when. And we were out just contacting on the street, which, by the way, street contacting is one of the most least effective means of talking to people, but sometimes it's all you got. You've knocked all these doors, you've done all your appointments, called people, all you have left is street contacting. We were street contacting outside of this metro station entrance, and it was cold. So flipping cold, and we were almost ready to just call it quits as close to the end of the night and just go home. But we decided we'll stay out a little bit longer. And I just had a Book of Mormon. I was just going to people saying, "Hey, have you heard about this book? Can I talk to you about this book? Hey, have you heard about this book? Can I talk to you about this book?" And all of a sudden, there's this gentleman that just kind of walks by, and I go up to him and I say, "Hey, have you heard about this book?" And he asks me, what is it? And as we start to talk, I can tell very quickly that he is intoxicated. And that is far from a rare occurrence in Ukraine, coming in contact with intoxicated people. And you just tend to try and brush them off, just do what you can to get away. And I want kind of trying to do that, saying, "Okay, yeah, cool, yeah, here, you can have this. Hey, here's my number. Yeah, here, call us if you have any questions." And I was just, figured, okay, drunk guy, wake up in the morning, wonder what the heck is this book, and be gone, done with it. He'll never call us. Well, that was the end of the story. He walked away with the book, and soon thereafter, we went home for the night. It was time to go home. Well, lo and behold, the next day, we get a call from this guy. And he says, "Hey, I really want to talk with you guys. I'm just looking at this book, and it's kind of interesting. Can we meet?" I said, "Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Here, we'll meet at this McDonald's at this time." I said, "Okay, great." And he shows up, and he has his wife, and he says, "Yeah, my wife, she just want to come along too. Guys, like, I've been drinking, for years, ever since the Afghan war, the Ukraine, Soviet Russia, they had their own, Afghanistan war back in, I guess, the 60s, 70s. Been drinking since then, and I've just been an alcoholic, and I know that I've just been living just this nothingness life, and somehow talking to you, just something spoke to me, and I was on my way to buy some more alcohol when I bumped into you guys, and when I got that book, instead of going to buy the alcohol, I went home. And I haven't drinking since, and I don't know what to do. I need you to tell me what I need to be doing with my life. And we taught him the message, and he was just so open. And his wife, who came with him, was more interested because he was interested in anything. Her and her daughter were part of this other church, and they'd been trying to get him to go to church and stop drinking for years, probably decades. They've been working to get this guy to stop drinking. And all of a sudden, they meet with us one night, and I don't think we even told him, "Hey, you shouldn't drink anymore." And he just stopped. After that point, as far as I know, to this day, he hasn't drinking anything since. And in the meeting, he was also a very heavy smoker. We said, "Hey, also, you're going to need to stop smoking." And he just threw his cigarettes away, and it was done. Just dropped it. And he came to church that Sunday, met with the members. The members loved him. He loved them. He just loved everything we told him. And he just felt something, just powerful that he had never felt before, and was so. It was just remarkable, and he's just stuck with it. And his wife consumed everything just as quickly as he did, and they actually read. Oh my goodness, they actually read the Book of Mormon. That's something that you're going to run into a lot of people who seem amazing, but they don't want to read. But these two, they read, and they loved it, and they prayed, and they believed, and and they got baptized. My last Sunday in the mission, I took him down in the baptismal font, and I baptized him, and my companion baptized his wife, and they were great. Very quickly, just turned their lives around, and it was it was remarkable. All because my companion and I were willing to stay out just a little bit longer in the freezing cold to do what we could, and even to talk to an intoxicated guy. So hard work pays off. The Lord knows what you've put into things, and He will reward you, and He will guide you where you need to be. And He will bring to you those who are ready for your message. Yes, there's going to be so many people who aren't ready. There's going to be so many people that are so close, or so many people who don't care. You will shuffle through dozens, if not hundreds of people who don't care, or who just aren't willing to take the steps needed. But you will also be led to those who are ready, and you will do the Lord's work, and you will see the Lord's hand.